Africa is a continent of over 1.4 billion people. Yet, when it comes to undersea internet cables, it's left behind. Compare that to Europe, Asia, or North America, where dense webs of fiber crisscross the oceans. Africa has far fewer direct connections. The result: slower internet, higher costs, and less resilience. But why? The answer is a mix of history, geography, and global economics. Laying cables isn't cheap. It costs hundreds of millions of dollars per route. Africa's coastline is long and rugged. Some regions have shallow waters where fishing trawlers and ships make maintenance a nightmare. Others have deep trenches and unstable seabeds that increase costs and risk. For cable companies, every kilometer of African coast is a major investment, often with uncertain returns. Internet usage in Africa has grown rapidly, but infrastructure investment hasn't kept pace. Lower average incomes and fragmented markets mean fewer paying customers per kilometer of cable. Companies are less willing to invest in routes that might not be profitable for decades. Compare this to Europe or Asia, where dense populations and high data demand make cables highly profitable from day one. Most African submarine cables are built by consortiums, often including telecom operators, international investors, and sometimes governments. Big tech has started investing. Google's Equiano cable is a recent example, linking South Africa to Portugal. Meta and others are exploring similar projects. But even with these investments, African routes remain fewer, longer, and more vulnerable to damage than cables in other regions. Fewer cables mean slower speeds, higher costs, and less redundancy. A single cable cut can affect millions of users, unlike regions with dense networks that can reroute traffic easily. It also limits Africa's participation in the digital economy. AI research, cloud services, and even global content delivery. Things are improving. New projects are underway. Google's Equiano cable, Meta-backed routes along West Africa. Main 1, WACS, Seacom Consortium upgrades. Governments and startups are also pushing for better local infrastructure, data centers, and regional networks. But bridging the gap will take years, billions of dollars, and international cooperation. Africa is rich in talent, innovation, and potential. But the digital backbone, the very cables that carry the world's data, has not yet caught up. Till it does, millions of people remain on the slower lane of the internet. It's cut off from the opportunities flowing across the oceans. Subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden networks shaping our world. And tell us in the comments, could Africa's internet future leapfrog the old systems? Or will the cables always dictate speed?